Hi, how are you this morning, Nikki?
I'm good, Tom. How are you?
Great. Once I come in here, I'm really great. I pulled up and I said, gee, that's an interesting looking place. And then when I got in here, it was like beautiful, you know?
Oh, it's gorgeous. This is a 2-bedroom, 2-bath ranch on Cafferty Hill Road. It is actually the town of Owego, but the school district of Union, Endicott.
And you've got an Endicott mailing address, most likely here?
Yes, we do. Yeah.
So I want to mention, as I walked in, I noticed the beautiful grounds, the landscaping, the plants and the flowering plants and the wispy things. It really just great. Looks wonderful.
Oh, it's fantastic.
Yeah.
She is a master gardener.
Oh,
so
well, that's
everything
why.
that you're seeing here is actually very mature. So these beds don't require as much care. Because you just go in and weed. They're already established. They're already established beds. They're full of perennials. She's actually made 3 different seating areas. So as you come in, there's a seating area out by the driveway and the garage.
Front door.
Out here, there's also another fantastic patio space. And then you come out here and you have this gigantic deck. It's 2 tiers, and there is electric on the bottom tier, which you can either use as dining or, potentially a hot tub area. And then the property goes actually through the trees along the stone walkway.
So that's a good sized yard.
Yeah, it's just over a half acre, 0.62.
And then behind you, there's nothing, so it's really nice.
Behind is another house, but you can't see that.
Yeah, they're
at
way
all.
back past.
Yeah, they're much. It's very secluded, even though you're kind of in a little community here.
Very nice. I like it. So this is our living room combination, big, great room, dining room if you want it to be.
Yep.
In that corner.
She had it set up as dining with an office and also living space. Plenty of room.
Yeah. I like the simplicity. I like the way she's got it set up. It's kind of perfect for, just being yourself here.
Yes.
Yeah. That whole window wall, that's great.
Well, that's in all the natural light, but if you notice, even sitting here, you can't see any of the neighbors.
Right.
So it is still very secluded. And like I said, great entertaining space out there.
Fabulous.
And then it walks straight through along the side of the house into the breezeway.
Okay. Wonderful.
Okay, so we have fantastic storage space here. She has 2 wall built-ins along the hallway. And then behind us, there's actually a pantry area.
Okay.
In addition to the newer cupboards that she has in the kitchen.
I really like her color choices. The house is just, it's very neutral in places, but she puts these splashes of color, like on the big room, living room, there's that yellow wall, which really brightens the whole room.
Oh, yeah.
And this is great.
This is totally updated. This was custom built for the kitchen to give extra storage space. And then you have the charming little nook. Maybe for figurines,
a
special
little china
plates.
cabinet, mini china cabinet.
Just kind of set in there. So basically they add in a ton of drawer space, lots of extra storage and cabinet space, and then they did a whole wall of drawers here.
Beautiful.
So in addition to all this cupboard space, you have the pantry and then the 2 hallway closets for that extra storage.
This is a great kitchen to work in, fabulous kitchen to work in, if it's just you and another person.
Well, even galley style, adding that extra space right there gives plenty of room for 2 people to be in here, like getting dinner ready to go.
Yeah, it is. It's great. So now this is another entranceway off of one of the seating areas outdoor.
Yes.
And over to the garage area. There's kind of like a foyer out there.
Yeah, a little breezeway, but not little. It's actually quite
It's
large.
actually, yeah.
And if
Let's
you
go look at it.
put a table out there, potentially, you could go ahead and
Dining in
make
that.
a little dining space there. It is more of a 3-season room, but you could still put a lovely table there and be able to maybe enjoy morning coffee in the paper and look out at that gorgeous backyard.
Well, and it's 3-season or whatever. It's nothing. It would be nothing to heat this if you wanted to.
Oh, absolutely not.
You know?
This is great extra space.
It's wonderful space.
And then there's a door out the other side that leads you to that gorgeous deck that we saw.
The walkway down. And I like the floor in here, too. It's kind of neat.
Yeah. So we also have a nice finished family room downstairs that does walk out to the backyard.
Neat, the little glass block treatment.
Yeah, well, they added a bathroom
and a full
to
bath.
make it 2 full bath. And there's a great story behind this bathroom. When the house was built, there were 3 little boys that lived here and brought home a school project with little saplings that have grown to those enormous pine trees out into the back.
Okay.
Unfortunately, one had to be taken down. So she had this custom made out of that pine tree.
Oh, no kidding.
So, I mean, that is a custom made piece from the pine tree in the backyard. And then in the front seating area, there's also a little bench that they were able to make out of that pine tree.
So even though the tree had to come down, we were able to make use of it and
Still keep that
live
memory.
very sustainably.
Yeah. So,
I love the glass blocks in these windows. They're just great.
well, you know, it really lightens up this space. Great media room, potentially a lovely game room.
Well, and the other thing that's also really nice about it, Nikki, is you don't usually see them with a possibility to let some air in, and all 3 of these have these little windows in them. That's
Right.
really, somebody thought this out.
And they also
And you have
added
this nice door.
this door, pop a screen in there, and you're in that same situation, letting in that nice fresh air.
But this could be anything you want it to be down here.
It really could.
I mean, it could be a master suite if you felt like that.
It very well could.
Yeah, it could be anything. And then I see here's a boiler, looks newer.
Yeah. And then it actually goes the length of this wall, so lots and lots of extra storage space in there. And then towards the front, we have a full laundry room. Not only just laundry, but it just enormous amount of
Storage
space
space.
for storage. So, master bedroom. It does have a nice view of both the front garden and the side garden and the patio.
I'm noticing replacement windows.
Great replacement windows, and that's throughout the house.
I've also noticed the roof looks good, newer.
It's newer, yes.
Okay. And I like the hardwood floor.
She's definitely taken meticulous care of the property.
And so then
down the
down the hall?
hall, we have another bedroom and another full bath upstairs, in addition to all the storage.
Lovely property. This is beautiful, Nikki. It's absolutely gorgeous. Look at these grounds.
It's just, there's walkways throughout each of these gardens. This is wonderful as an entertaining area to put a lovely table. But you know what? So is the front deck. And you can certainly put a table
Yeah.
up here, and there is power. So maybe a nice hot tub. Enjoy those cold winter mornings that are coming.
The outside living here is as nice as any house I've ever seen. I mean, there's such great spaces on the outdoors to enjoy and live with it. 311 Cafferty Hill, right?
Yes.
Right off 17C, about 3/10 of a mile.
Right.
And so it's Endicott Mailing, Endicott Schools, Town of Owego. Look at it and buy it. This is a great property.
It
Really
certainly
like the
is.
space. It's got special, wonderful living space. It's got that whole lower level, great property. Thanks so much, Nikki.
Well, thanks for coming out. Appreciate it.